This was not my idea. Hi everybody and welcome back to Cats and Pats, and if you're new here and you like cats, you should hit that subscribe button. I just want to start out with, this was not my idea. This is not something I ever wondered, I'd ever thought about, off my radar in general. But a few weeks ago I made a video called, Do Cats Sweat? And in the process of looking that up, I of course went to Google and, did the natural thing of typing in, do cats, and I was going to type, do cats sweat? But you know how Google has like the automatic fill in these are the top searches? So after I typed in, do cats, the very first result was, do cats fart? And I was just like, what? Apparently a lot of people have been searching that, and who am I to deny what the people want? So I put that idea on the back burner, and now here we are, and it's time to find out. But really? This is what keeps people up at night? And yeah man, when I Googled it, a lot of results came up. So I feel like there's kind of two underlying questions here. I guess one is is it physically possible for cats to fart? And two, do they fart audibly that you think of in the traditional sense? In the traditional farting sense. Well, to answer one, yeah, it's possible. Cats have a gastrointestinal tract, and they have a place for it to come out of, which is pretty much all you really need to fart. So now to part two, is it audible in kind of the traditional sense that we think of? And there's a couple things that kind of go along with that. First off, if a cat farts, they're not nervous about it. So most of the time they're just very relaxed and comfortable and just it'll slide on out. And along with that, cat farts are mostly silent, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. Once again, I never thought about this before. Part of the reason it's so quiet is cats produce very little bit of gas. However, it's dense and highly concentrated, so if it does happen, you're gonna smell it. Apparently vets get this question semi-often, and most of them are just I never thought about it, which is kind of the same camp I'm in. But now we're all learning together. So there are a couple reasons that a cat might fart more often. Most of them are related to diet. One thing is cheap cat foods that have this crappy filler in there can really mess with your cat's digestion, and that can cause it. Another big thing is salty food. So if your cat is getting deli meat, table scraps, or maybe some of that really salty tuna or something, that can cause all sorts of problems. And finally, another thing that might cause more farting is actually dairy, because a lot of cats are actually lactose intolerant, so they can get all sorts of stomach trouble. And if you're curious about lactose intolerance and if milk is bad for cats, I have a whole video about that, and I'll link that video right here and up in the cards and down in the description below. Oh yeah, one more thing. Potentially another cause of your cat farting is actually swallowing too much air. So if you have a cat that gulps down food, and so they're kind of taking in breaths as they're eating, that can cause a lot of extra pressure inside their systems. And on a more serious note, excess flatulence or farting or whatever you want to say can actually be a sign of illness in your cat, because gas buildup in your cat's digestive system means there's something wrong. She's back. If your cat is excessively gassy, or has a bloated stomach, or has extra signs like vomiting or diarrhea, that's a problem, and you should make sure you take your cat into the vet. So yeah, I hope that more than adequately answered your question. It answered all the ones I never had, but I found out. It certainly was enough information for me. But this is good, I'm always about learning, so the more you know, the better you are. If you're new here and you want more fun cat info, I do all sorts of videos every week. Most of the time they're not this weird of a topic, but they're usually something good, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.